Welcome to Survivor All Stars.
Yeah. Hello.
This is episode 14 of Survivor All Stars, out of a total of 18. We're getting there. And considering the last 3 episodes are like a big finale, reunion, special episode, it's like we're even closer than it feels.
It's pretty epic.
We're in the final 6. Previously, Alicia was voted out.
Yes.
The objectively 7th best player of Survivor, as the season showed.
Just had my notes. Where'd they go? Oh, whatever.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, that was quite the journey we went on in that episode, where the episode did a really good job of showing that Shii-Stans' claim of stupid players was kind of correct, at least in terms of Alicia, who completely underestimated the strength of her alliance. So,
she underestimated the lack of strength of her alliance. Also,
that's what I.
The lack of it.
She underestimated. Yeah, the strength.
She overestimated.
By that, I mean, yes, overestimated. Sure.
The handshake of Boston Rob.
Stupid co-host Alec.
She overestimated a handshake with Boston Rob, as many have in the past. He's good on his word. He'll carry through. Yeah. So previously, your power rankings were Rob, Amber, Rupert, Jenna, Tom, Shii-Stans, and if anything is any indication, then Shii-Stans is next to go because no one even wanted to talk to her. She had to win immunity just to stay that round. So we'll see if anything can shake up the status quo here.
Something can shake up that would be kind of interesting. Plus, additionally, it would be really nice if Shii-Stans keeps winning immunity. I mean, all power to her. That'd be awesome.
She just wins out all the way to the end.
I love an underdog story here, you know. So
we love Shii-Stans in an underdog role. That's where she belongs. We wouldn't like her any other way.
In general. She was our favorite player in Thailand. Both you and I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because they still voted her least deserving All-Star, tied with Alicia. But because like Thailand was that bad that their All-Star was one of the least deserving All-Stars.
Yeah, I guess that's how bad it was.
Brian's an All-Star, but
Brian is a really great.
Brian's
he's just an android, you know.
I get it. It'd be so funny to see him on this season because he wouldn't have been able to play at all. They would have voted him out so quickly. They voted out these winners. Like Ethan didn't stand a chance, and he's a nice guy.
Ethan didn't stand a nice guy.
Brian will be coming in, Mr. Freeze, trying to do the used car salesman again, and they won't have any part of it.
No.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
Unless he shook it up and he was like the party animal or something. I don't know. He just assumes the personality of Clay.
That's not good. Not good. He assumes the personality of the personality you need to win any given season. He'll just take on.
Oh yeah, okay. So he could.
He'll just morph to what he needs to be. Like, wow, Brian, you're so fun to be around, Brian. I know, right? He's like.
He becomes Boston Rob. He just assumes the personality of. Anyway,
he's like. I don't know. I guess
he's an enigma.
He's like Boston Rob, but he never had like a sit down moment with anybody. You know, it was all just like.
Yeah.
He did it behind the scenes, and then at the final tribal, everybody just roasted him, and he had to sit there and take it. So he was always like doing the confessionals where he's like, I'm puppet master and all that, but he never had that confrontation like Rob has, where he's like, or he shakes someone's hand and says, "You take care of her, I'll take care of you."
Yeah, it was just like it was just. Well, I don't know. We don't know how to get rid of him, so I guess we're just gonna have to keep going with what he says. That's what it literally was. So.
And then at the end he tried to play stuff off and like act like he didn't know stuff until people started grilling him more, and he's like, it's
whatever. But are you really gonna vote for Clay over me?
Almost.
Yeah.
We'll think about it.
Almost. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's see how this shakes out. Can Shii-An make some waves here? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Shii-Stans, come together. Give her your energy.
Mm.
All the Shii-Stans in the chat. Rise up.
Well, Shii-Stans, you gotta help how this thing that happened 17 years ago.
Put your hands in the air. All right.
Like you just don't care.
Okay. So if you want to see the highlights of a reaction, you can click the link in the description, and then you come back afterwards for the discussion. You know, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, always is. I love her.
Right.
She's so good. No, she's so good. She's so. I wish she'd gone far. I wish she was able to pull something off, because everyone was agreeing that Jenna should go. Everyone's pissed off by her, and yet they were like, "Well, you know, if you can convince."
They agreed.
I
mean, they agreed to Shii-An. They all independently agreed to Shii-An, so nothing came of it.
Agreed to Shii-An.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that much because she got voted out.
That much, but I mean, I don't know. I love the fact that the person that she's closest allied to wishes that he wasn't in an alliance with her. That's my favorite thing. That was the best thing of the whole episode, in my opinion. That was so funny.
So,
yeah, I mean, she was outnumbered.
It's another foregone conclusion. Yeah, so Shii-An felt alienated from the beginning of the episode we saw. I mean, it's been that way for a while, and she tried. So we had the family, the loved ones, do the eating challenge, and Bo wins. So Tom got to take someone with him, and he chose Rob, and so Tom seems to be saying that he's put all his eggs in the Rob basket. He's like, it's all going to come down to whether Rob upholds his alliance with me, and then so the hope of people rallying together to go against them was kind of draining at that point, because Tom was kind of a necessary part of that. But
Tom's all in on Rob. Rob is all in on Amber. So
in so many ways.
In a lot of ways, yeah. He's all in. So
ultimately they had the fire and water challenge where Big Tom wins immunity, and all really mattered was whether Shii-An won immunity at that point. So
yeah. She was just taking too long to keep her fire going while everyone else ran out of matches, which was kind of weird, and I don't think that was intended.
Yeah, it was supposed to be intense of like who can get the thing raised, and you know, but it just came down to the fire, and then most of the huge set pieces they put together are just kind of sitting there in the same position the whole time, not even used. But there wasn't like
Bo lost a spearhead.
Yeah.
Which was his amusing thing.
So really,
Rupert was like, it's like, that's all right, but I'm protecting that last spear.
the drama's just gotten so stupid at this point, to where now it's like we're talking about Rupert wanted to eat a fish when he brought it back. It's like, do we really care? We're the final five now. Talking about fishes.
That's why it was like, none of this matters. Even Rob's like, oh my god, none of this matters. Like, you can see the look on his face. It's just like, why are we talking about this? And then even Shii-An is like, yeah, why are we talking about this? Oh, because it's all about Jenna. Jenna just wants to make everything about herself.
But no one's gonna vote for Jenna. No one's gonna do it. I don't know if there's anything that could have been done to convince them, because they're all like saying, if you can get other people together, then we'll vote, then we'll do it. But like, you can't get the other people together because no one wants to actually do something. You know, they don't want to make a move. It was kind of rough.
Yeah, it was a rough episode for Shii-An. But she knew she was going out, so she wanted to make it as fun and interesting as possible. I kind of like how there was the Johnny Fairplay where he's like, I'm just gonna make it this is gonna be I'm gonna do crazy things what's going on here, and then like nothing crazy was said or done. But she actually did a pretty good job of like saying her piece and being like, yep, we all know what's going on, and I'm just gonna lay it out real clear for just so anyone who doesn't want to just talk about her innuendo around it.
If anyone cares. If
It's just
anyone
like, this is
cares
how
at
it all
this
goes.
point, yeah.
This is how it all is, and this is how the alliances are. I'm just going to vote for the person I think y'all need to watch out for.
But now we're down to the final 5, so it's like, what are the pairs going to
Yeah.
stick together and just take out Tom, or is one of the pairs going to grab Tom and take out one of the others? You know, it's...
Yeah, would Rupert... Do you think... Will Rupert grab Tom?
I don't know.
Maybe. It looked like Rupert and Tom are having an argument in the preview for the next episode.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So Shii-Stan ultimately says, I'm going to make a statement with my vote. I have no hope of actually staying here. I'm just going to make a statement. Whoever's playing the best game, I'm going to vote for.
You did, yeah.
Amber.
And Amber. And I think I kind of tend to agree. I think Amber is being a lot more, by aligning herself with Rob, by being the protect by Rob, is not only is it a safe place, but it's like she's able to have some control, because he trusts her more than like anyone, which gives her a somewhat of an advantage, because she's protected by him. Everyone trusts him, but he trusts her more than anyone. So it's like the person everyone trusts someone else more than himself. So,
and he's a shield for her, you know. Everybody's looking at Rob first. So, but it's like, it's until we see how it plays out, you can't say for sure. But it's because you can say that Rob is clearly the dominant strategist, and like she owes a lot to Rob for her being there. She literally wouldn't be there if he didn't talk to Lex. So it's like, how much do you say she's playing the better game? She might just be in this better position, but is she playing the better game just because she's behind him on the chopping block sort of thing? I don't know.
With that, or she has every intent to actually, betray him at some point.
You don't believe in love. You don't believe in love. It's true love. You did not see the love story playing out before us.
Yeah, it's a true love story, but it could be that's
not how true love works.
It could be a tragic love. It could be true love, but true love can be tinged with tragedy at times.
It's not true. True love, it goes beyond everything. It transcends all.
Beyond $1 million.
Yeah,
I guess it can.
That's what true love is. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
What is true love if it can't go beyond $1 million?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's unconditional love. You're talking about conditional love.
Yeah,
I love you until it's inconvenient.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe that's what's going to happen.
So
maybe it's going to be the story of the game.
Not true love, then. So you just don't buy it.
Yeah, but if it's true love, then it's like, well, I want to be the one that won the $1 million, and
you just don't buy the Rob and Amber love story. Okay,
that is not at all what. That's not at all what's going on, and you're mischaracterizing what I'm saying.
Well, I don't believe in it. I don't
appreciate it. But that doesn't. That you can't offer any ultimatum like that in a game like this. That's BS, and you and I both know that.
What's ultimatum? Love.
He's like, you either buy it or you don't. And I was like, well, yeah, I can buy it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not wanting to win $1 million.
Yeah, but then.
Yeah, it could be a real thing, and it's like, okay, well, after the game, then they can continue it. But this is a game, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to be said? There's not much in this episode because a lot of it is from Shii-Stan's perspective, so it could all be fake news, pretty much. That anyone's even considering doing anything with her, because she made it clear that 90% of the time no one wanted anything to do with her.
Yep.
So it's like they voted her out anyway. They could have just been saying it to appease her.
Pagonging, true pagonging. It's great.
Not a true pagonging, only because she won immunity once.
Yeah, but it might as well have been.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm still a Shii-Stan. I love her, and I think she's great. And
all right, what's the power rankings for the final 5?
So the power ranking
only 5 left.
Despite all of what I'm saying, Rob, Amber, Rupert, Tom, Jenna. Because everyone's indicated that they don't want Jenna around. And I think Tom is in a good enough position right now. Tom could do something. Tom could literally do. Jason just aligning himself with Rupert, they would be able to do something. I mean, I love how it was like, what do you expect me to do? And,
Tom doing something.
I think
all depends on whether any of the pairs are willing to break from that 4. You know. So it's like.
Well, I think
he'll go with Rob and Amber.
You think who would go with Rob and Amber?
You think Tom will go with Rob and Amber to vote out Jenna?
Yeah. I think Tom is in a somewhat better position than Jenna, just because everyone has expressed annoyance, and maybe I don't know, maybe they'll bear with the annoyance, maybe they'll bear with that, but I don't know. In this episode, I think Tom showed that he's putting too much trust in Rob, but I mean it might end up paying off for him. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
So far, it has really been sticking to the status quo. You just chop off the bottom each time, you know. No shake-ups really in the power structure too much. So hopefully, something's got to give.
Hope something will happen. Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back next week for another episode of Survivor All Stars, and then the week after that we'll be in like finales though, and it'll probably be like a big one after the other special to the end.
Big epic finale recording like we normally do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So, what video would you recommend our viewers watch after watching this one?
They should go watch our video on Survivor Amazon recap episode. Go check out the recap, the season review. Survivor Amazon. Go check it out.
Very well, yes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Tarqaron TWO. All right.